Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to Season 3 of Formula 1 2021 My Team Career. This time for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Before we get to it, head down below, like and subscribe. It does help out a lot. Here we can see the new car. Let's get right into qualifying. So here I am out for my flying lap for the first round of Season 3 of my team career, my team career even. So we're back over here, as I said, for Season 3. We have a new teammate with Jack Aitken, as we can see on the top left, and I got him because he was actually quite a good kind of driver for being quite cheap. It was only 2 million to assign him for the team, and actually he has about 76% like focus rating, and all of his other stats are actually quite decent, as I said, for being quite a cheap driver. Of course not the cheapest. I'm pretty sure the cheapest I can get someone right now I think was about 1 million, but I spent that extra million to actually get a decent driver, which I think will hopefully be able to score some points this season. Yeah, just help us to get points, because we definitely needed a second driver last season to actually score some points as well, to actually help us in the constructors fight. So hopefully this season Jack Aitken is going to help us along with some points. So we're here for Bahrain for the first round of qualifying. This is going to be a 10-round season. As you can see, we do have a new livery and a new kind of overalls, gloves, and I changed my helmet design as well, along with just a couple of other things that you might or might not see throughout the season. And for the first round we actually qualify in P12, and most importantly Jack Aitken qualifies in P14, only 4 attempts behind me. That is the closest a second driver has qualified to me yet in this kind of game, so it's looking good. Let's get right into the race.
As we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round 1 of this year's Formula 1 World Championship. Formula 1 returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as we get another year of Formula 1 underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice, and they've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, Louis Delatraz and Ricciardo, Joe, Ocon, Giovinazzi and Pierre Gasly, Red, Tsunoda, Jack Aitken and Norris, Vettel, Stroll, George Russell and Nobuharu Matsushita, Mick Schumacher, Latifi, Lundgaard and Nikita Mazepin. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
So here we are, ready to start our first race of Season 3 of my team career. It was actually Red Bull 1, 2 in qualifying, so that's actually quite interesting. I did say at the end of last season that Red Bull are here to fight McLaren and Mercedes, and it does look like they are actually here to fight for the championship with those 2 teams. Now, in terms of us in the R&D standings, we are pretty sure quite close to well, the top teams. Basically, that's the only people that we're actually behind at the moment, I'm pretty sure, or maybe we're just slightly behind AlphaTauri. But after that, I'm pretty sure it's just Mercedes, Alpine, Red Bull, Ferrari and McLaren that are ahead of us. So I'm pretty sure we are 6th or 7th kind of best team out of all of them. So not really that bad, to be honest, as we are fighting here with Guan Yu Zhou, who is actually in the Ferrari. And you might have seen, I was going to write this down to kind of tell you who moved where, but I'm pretty sure a couple of people retired and Guan Yu Zhou went to Alpine. I'm pretty sure there's a new Mercedes driver. As we can see, Louis Delatraz, our old teammate, in the Mercedes, so good for him over there, in one of the best cars on the grid right now. Actually, I'm pretty sure the third best at the moment, to be honest, maybe even second or third, so quite interesting. Lap 3 we get DRS activated, of course, but we are 1.4 seconds behind Gasly, so not close enough to activate that. On the lap 5 we actually pit in for an undercut on everyone. Not really sure if it's going to work, because I'm still kind of getting used to this car. There was quite a decent amount of upgrades throughout the winter break, so quite a lot has changed, and it is actually a little bit different to drive than it was before, as we get a decent 2-second pit stop, and I guess we're going to see where we are going to come out after everyone else pits for the medium tyres as well. As we can see, Guan Yu Zhou and actually Ocon, I'm pretty sure maybe some damage or something, because they are really far behind, so I'm really not sure what's going on with them. As actually Esteban Ocon is out of the session. Now Alpine, I'm pretty sure on the 2nd or 3rd best team right now, so that is a huge just a huge kind of catastrophe for Esteban Ocon over there. Of course, in this really short season calendar, every single point that you don't score is a point that you just might not be able to win the championship with. So every single point is important, especially in this shorter calendar, as I said. After lap 8 we get up to P13, as people are slowly but surely pitting in for the new tyres. And as you can see, this livery got it on kind of like the daily kind of store figures. On lap 8 we get past Mick Schumacher actually going down the inside. He was actually trying to pit in, but we actually kind of cut him off there, as I wanted to quickly get past him and get past Pierre Gasly to get up to P8. And that is what we do on lap 9, and we shoot past up to P8 just behind Ricciardo, 2 seconds ahead. Now on lap 10 actually goes down to 1.6 seconds as he was fighting with Hamilton, but as soon as they are going to get clear of each other, we are just slowly but surely going to start losing time. And as you can see, lap 11, 2.6 seconds. That is because I've kind of started defending from Gasly and Norris behind me, because I definitely want this P8 in the first round of the new season. That would definitely be quite nice to get those 4 points. And as you can see, actually by lap 13, Lando Norris has actually gotten past Pierre Gasly. Now this was the last thing that I wanted, because the McLaren just has so much more race pace than the AlphaTauri does. In the AlphaTauri, with the AlphaTauri, we can actually defend quite well, because I actually got an ERS, I'm pretty sure, upgrade, which means that we harvest a lot more than we used to. So it's actually quite a lot easier to actually just, a lot easier to just kind of go and kind of use a little bit more ERS than you probably would do, because it's just so much easier to get it all back. And as you can see, on lap 13 going on to lap 14, the final lap of this race, we've got ERS activated, we've got DRS activated, and we're going to go down the inside of Lando Norris and the McLaren and get back up to P8, which is really what I want to actually get past him so late that we get DRS for the next straight over here. So we're going to be able to pull back and pull away from the McLaren and the AlphaTauri, who actually overtakes him to get P9. So it's P8 for us, P9 for Gasly, and P10 for Lando Norris. Actually P11 for Jack Aitken. So already in the first race for the new team, he is already doing so much better than our older teammates, and already so close to getting his first points in the new car.
That's it for another spectacular Grand Prix here in Bahrain, and a real champion's drive to take the win. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
So it looks like the Red Bulls are here fighting for the championship, as it is a Red Bull 1-2 from where they started to where they finished. Louis Delatraz actually gets a podium in his first race for Mercedes. Absolutely huge for him. In the driver's standings, of course, we are P8 because that's where we finished. In the constructors, we are currently P6. I'm pretty sure that's actually what kind of like the R&D chart looks like. So if we finish P6, that is going to be absolutely huge for us this season. But for now, that is going to be so. If you guys enjoyed, like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye bye.